Wembley is used for Speedway only once every 3 years. Even the favourite, American Bruce Penhall, has never ridden here before. So it was an important opportunity for someone like Kenny Carter to get the feel of a smooth but very tight, small track. What does Michael Lee think of Wembley?
Well, for me, it's not so good. I prefer, like Gothenburg was, I think, one of the larger tracks, largest speedway tracks there is, and that suits me down to the ground because I'm so tall. On the smaller tracks, you tend to get arms and legs knotted up everywhere, and that's the problem with Wembley. But things have gone good today in practice. I'm getting around okay, so providing the track's prepared okay Saturday night, I'm looking forward to it.
My home track that I ride at, Cradle of Heath, every Saturday night is very similar to this. And, I think it's not so tight. The corners are very tight, but the straightaways are very, very long, so it makes things a little bit difficult and tight in the first and second corner. But it doesn't matter. Speedway riders are used to getting on a track. They've never ridden on or anything before, so it's just going to be the same for all 16 riders. Hopefully I can have a better night than them.
The atmosphere and the noise will be very different on Saturday in front of 92,000 crowd. Speedway's biggest prize, worth as much as £100,000 to the winner in earnings over the next 12 months.
Just let it warm up last round.
Okay. Michael, what sort of battle are you going to put up to defend your World Championship?
Well, certainly be giving everything I've got. A lot depends to the night, whether you feel on form and everything. It's all down to the one occasion, really. But I shall be there giving 100%, and I feel pretty confident in myself at the moment. I feel fit. So we just have to see how it goes on Saturday night.
You haven't had a particularly good season, so how do you rate your chances?
Well, yeah, the season, like you say, it hasn't gone particularly well, but there again, the World Final is the one that matters, and if I can go out and get the result in that, it'll make up for a bad year. But I think I've got as good a chance as anyone. You can never tell, like I say, it's all down to whose lucky day it is, really, and I just hope it's mine.
This track is a lot smaller than the Gothenburg one on which you won your World Championship. How is that going to affect your performance, do you think?
Well, for me, it's not so good. I prefer, like Gothenburg was, I think, one of the larger tracks, largest speedway tracks there is, and that suits me down to the ground because I'm so tall. On the smaller tracks, you tend to get arms and legs knotted up everywhere, and that's the problem with Wembley. But things have gone good today in practice. I'm getting around okay, so providing the track's prepared okay Saturday night, I'm looking forward to it.
So who do you regard as your main rivals?
I've got to single out Penhall and Jessup really as the two main contenders, although there are still several other people who, if they have their day, could win it as well. But I think Penhall's the main man to beat at the moment.
That's lovely. Okay, can we just get some shots? Right. Bruce, can you tell us what you think of the track?
Well, I think the track is very, very smooth. I think there'll be a lot of passing for sure. There's a problem with putting in a track so soon and not having anybody ride on it. It usually chops up quite a bit, but this track is very, very smooth. It's just like a billiard table out there, and I'm sure they're going to see some very, very good, tight, close racing.
It's a very short, tight track. Is that the sort of track that suits you?
Yeah, my track is my home track that I ride at, Cradle of Heath, every Saturday night is very similar to this. And, I think it's not so tight. The corners are very tight, but the straightaways are very, very long, so it makes things a little bit difficult and tight in the first and second corner. But it doesn't matter. Speedway riders are used to getting on a track. They've never ridden on or anything before, so it's just going to be the same for all 16 riders. Hopefully I can have a better night than them.
What sort of burden is there on you being the favourite?
Well, there's no added pressure whatsoever being the favorite. I'm very pleased to know that people are behind me and that they've got confidence in me. Myself, I've got confidence. I'm very happy, and I'm really looking forward to it. And I've been waiting all season long for it. And now I can't wait for it to finish. So I feel very good about it.
Who are the opponents that you've got to watch out for?
Well, I think you've heard this before, but the other 15 riders, I can't discount any of them. They're going to be very, very tough, and I've just got to make sure that I'm going to stay in front of them. But I'm going to have to say Michael Lee, Ole Olsen because he's won the last 2 World Finals here, Dave Jessup because he's such a tremendous starter and he doesn't make too many mistakes. Chris Morton's going to be very tough because he's such a fighter from the back, and Eric Gunderson because he's a good starter. I can go on and on and on. They're all going to be tough. Hopefully I can just get a little edge on them.
That's lovely.
A local fight around Cradle.
And it's going well, They've done it for this, well, my third year
Now,
now.
do you type these or do you have to write them out longhand? You don't know how to type.
Great.
No.
I do. I've got my
I
own.
can't stand it.
I've got my own desktop.
So you pick one.
Yeah, and I dial about 7 numbers.
Yeah.
All right.